You know that saying that goes, you don't miss something until it's gone? Well, that was bacon for me when I went vegan. So I made it my mission to fine tune the right recipe to get the proper balance between flavor and texture. We consume a lot of pumfu in our household, which is what you're watching me slice right now. And if you're unsure what pumfu is, it's basically the soy free version of tofu, whereas tofu uses soybeans, pumfu uses pumpkin seeds. I'm actually not a fan of the taste of tofu, never really have been, but pumfu it's built different. So after I slice that all up, I make the marinade. These are the ingredients that I use. Feel free to change it up if you want to, but I strongly recommend that you keep the liquid smoked because that's what's going to give you that bacony type flavor. Now when you add the marinade to the pumfu, make sure that each slice is covered in it. Pumfu is pretty bland by itself, and it works as a sponge, so it will absorb any flavor that you add to it. Pumfu is also more fragile when liquid is added to it, so be careful when you're moving the bag around so you don't end up with broken pieces. Once it's well mixed, I allow it to marinate for about 10 minutes. I then add the pumpkin slices in a single layer to a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. I also like to use gloves for this part because it can get a little messy. I'm layering so many here because I'm going to be using this pumfu bacon for another meal. If I were to be using it for breakfast, I definitely wouldn't be using this much, and I would definitely not have put so much spice in it. Having spice in the morning is like the equivalent of waking up and choosing violence. Lastly, make sure that each slice is evenly coated. Bake at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes, and feel free to add to any recipe of your choosing.